Fact check of the day: the president and his press secretary repeated the false claim that the findings of a former British spy prompted the inquiry. A congressional report found it began with a diplomat's tip about a Trump political advisor. So, we now find out that it was indeed the unverified and fake dirty dossier that was paid for by crooked Hillary Clinton and the DNC, that was knowingly. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, July 23, 2018. He sees more and more every single day that this is proving further and further to be a total witch hunt, particularly because it was based on a false and unverified and discredited dossier. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the White House press secretary, in a news conference on Monday. False. Mr. Trump and Ms. Sanders repeated a false claim the president made in May, when he said the FBI began investigating possible links between his presidential campaign and Russian election interference based on a dossier compiled by Christopher Steele, a former British spy. The New York Times has reported, and Republicans who hold the majority vote on the House Intelligence Committee have concluded, that the investigation began in July 2016 and was prompted by the actions of George Papadopoulos, a foreign policy advisor to the Trump campaign. Mr. Papadopoulos told an Australian diplomat in May 2016 that Russia had political dirt on Hillary Clinton, the Democratic presidential candidate. Australian officials then alerted their American counterparts of the conversation with Mr. Papadopoulos. The information provided by Mr. Steele did not reach FBI officials who were investigating Mr. Trump's campaign until mid-September of 2016, The Times reported in May. On Monday, Mr. Trump also linked the Steele dossier to surveillance of Carter Page, another former Trump campaign advisor. The Department of Justice obtained a warrant to wiretap Mr. Page in October 2016, after he had left the campaign and the Russia investigation had already begun. The wiretap application did cite claims from the dossier, according to previously top-secret documents released by the Trump administration on Saturday. But the application also cited other information. Additionally, Mr. Trump said the Steele dossier fueled the special counsel investigation led by Robert S. Mueller III. But Mr. Mueller was appointed in May 2017 to oversee the investigation, after Mr. Trump fired the FBI director, James B. Comey. That happened 1 year after Mr. Papadopoulos' disclosure to the Australian diplomat, and almost a year after the start of the FBI investigation into Russian election interference. Source: The New York Times. House Intelligence Committee. Linda Chu is a fact-check reporter, based in Washington. She came to the Times in 2017 from the fact-checking service PolitiFact. Linda Q.